I just been all on my grind, I ain't had no time to waste. You must be out of your mind, me, I've been all in my safe. I need some time to unwind, all of this stuff on my brain. I'm trying to have a good time, it's been all work and no play. Oh, hey, boy, you said something, boy, you said something. Boy, you said something, boy, you said something. Boy, you said something. Hey, boy, you said something, boy, you said something. Hey, boy, you said something, boy, hey, you so crazy.
We back.
It's been a long time.
Now, do we want to explain why we've been gone for so long?
Do we have to?
Hey man, COVID out here is real.
Boy, and look, it hit me this time. It's going around the couch. It's going around the couch.
It hit everybody's household, man.
Was responsible and still got it.
Hey man, but everybody.
So did your mask work for you?
Oh, obviously. Well, I got my mask off at home. I don't keep it on at home. So.
Oh, okay.
So as far as that goes,
it's been working for me.
It didn't work for my wife. I'll say that much. It didn't work for my wife, but you know.
Hey man, nobody.
I thank God we still living.
Yeah, everybody healthy. Everybody still kicking.
I thank God we still living.
We back.
No doubt.
I thank God we still living.
What we got?
Hey, first of all, we gonna take a shot first. We ain't gonna jump into what we got. We forgot about that. Let's go and take these shots, man. Let's toast to another.
Hey, welcome back, man.
Another great show. Thank y'all for being patient with us.
Ooh, it's been a while. Feel like a while.
Nah.
Cling to you,
cling,
man.
cling, cling.
Woo.
Woo.
What we got, man?
Hey, marriage folks, this one is for you.
And single folk. Relationship.
We're gonna give you some things to think about.
Yeah. Well, today we gonna dive into we gonna talk a little bit about that marriage life and our perspectives on it and good, bad, the ugly, all that jazz. So, what you laughing and cheesing so hard for?
Oh, no, nothing. I'm just ready for this one, big dog.
Let me ask y'all this before we get into that. Before you get married, does body count? Body count on the female. Just a quick question.
Yeah, it does, bro.
Well, I mean, do you know? If you didn't grow up with the person,
Yeah. If I know, it's different.
It's kind of a shallow question.
Let's say they wasn't there. Like, they didn't grow up around you, whatever.
Well, you'll never know anyway.
No, true.
I mean, you know. Okay, so does it matter to you?
And whatever she tells you,
At that point, no.
What about yourself? Does it matter to you?
Yeah, man.
Before you get married?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Of course it matters, but you never gonna know the truth anyway.
No, but I'll be honest with you.
You may.
At the end of the day, you know who you're dealing with.
You hope you do.
Well, what if she ain't grow up here?
You know who you're dealing with. When you
look. Well, once you get around it, you're right.
No matter who you are, where you go, you are who you are.
You are who you got. You are who you got.
Jay-Z said it best. I mean,
no doubt.
At the end of the day, you know who you're dealing with. Now, if you fall in love, whatever, that's cool. But you know who you're dealing with.
Speaking of falling in love, when you get married, is it love? Is it a business situation? What is it?
Do you want to go to this one first?
Who, me?
Yeah. What is it?
Oh,
do you marry for love? Do you marry for financial gain? What do you marry for?
Now, are you asking me personally? You just saying in general? Because people marry for all different.
I ain't saying you personally. You can put whatever you want to in it.
No, I mean, I think marriage. When you talk about marriage, man, like first of all, we probably need to back up a little bit because when you dive into marriage, it's a lot of different. Because you got different cultures who marry.
Wake me up when you get done.
No, I'm just saying, different cultures marry for different reasons.
Right.
Different cultures.
But we ain't in India. We in America.
You don't think that happens here in America? Do you think arranged marriages happen here in America?
Well, I'm sure they do.
Of course they do.
For sure.
Of course they do.
But is it a business?
I think for the government it is.
I think for us it is.
Sometimes, for sure. Marriage is really like a partnership, bro, and you have to treat it like a business sometimes. I think because it's
it ain't nothing but two corporations joining together.
I mean, yeah, the good, bad, and the ugly.
That's all it is. It's two corporations becoming one.
Right? So it's paperwork.
Because once that partnership don't work out in that business, the same thing happens in your marriage. You got to divide up everything. You got to split everything.
Easy to get into it, hard to get out of it.
It can be.
That's why I ain't done it yet.
Case by case situation.
Just because of that, the financial thing?
I think so.
Keep it real.
I think so.
Really?
I
what
think
you
it's
got for them today, Chad?
Not a damn thing.
Wow.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
And get my car. But we split that in half. You take the tires.
I'm just, you know what I'm curious? I'm
transmission.
like, is it truly every woman's dream
Of course,
to
it
get
is.
married?
I think it
just
is.
to be swept off their feet.
Not now.
You
I don't think
so?
now. Because I see so many women on
You wanna know
social
what?
media. They so independent.
Yeah.
I got my own. I got 4 or
Social
5
media is a
degrees.
facade.
It can be, but I'm telling you, they got degrees. They're doing their own thing. They're buying the house by themselves.
Listen to me. You still want a man, and you still want to, maybe not marriage in the traditional sense.
You want a partner,
but you definitely
you want somebody there.
want a, like, you can kill me with all the independent stuff.
Right. You don't want to grow old by yourself.
You ain't making a baby by
I'll be
yourself.
honest with you
Right.
now.
Well, that don't require marriage though.
No, I'm just saying, marriage to different people means different things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not getting no younger. And I see a lot of people around our age and a little bit older. They still single.
Well, I ain't telling you to just marry anybody.
I'm not saying that either, but what I'm saying
I think
is,
you would know. I just think you would
at
know.
what age? 50?
Maybe.
Hell, I'm
Maybe.
40, and there's a lot of them
Maybe.
still
Yo,
single. A lot of them still single.
not to, I'm not gonna say the lady's name, but we know somebody from our community who divorced at like 65, or it might have been older than that, and got
Okay.
remarried at that like 70. Companionship. Because I'm gonna be honest with you,
It's different.
nobody wants to grow old by themselves. I wouldn't think.
No, that's what I just said. You can't.
You want somebody around. Somebody around.
Some kind of companion.
Right. You're going to need somebody.
I would think
if
so.
you don't have kids to help you out later on in life, you need somebody to do something for you when you get older. I would say that.
I wouldn't want to grow old by myself. Now, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that,
but I don't think you need to involve the government for that not to happen.
Yeah, I think that too.
That's just
this
laws
is my
of the
thing.
land.
We didn't have, me and wife, we didn't have to get married and go to the courthouse and do all this stuff for that. We could have just still did the same thing. We still discuss it to this day. We could have still did the same thing we're doing now without the paperwork.
the difference is you get hurt by not having that legal document, because let's say if, unfortunate event, something happens to somebody else, you don't get the rights to
their stuff,
to their
whatever.
estate, or
Right.
like especially if they don't have a drawn out will or something like
Right.
that, or widow's pension, or if you have kids, or kids may be by someone else, or like, it gets so sticky when you don't have that document. And don't get me wrong, it's designed that way, I'm sure.
Right.
But like same thing with like taxes and debt and
Right.
credit and income, like all that stuff tie you.
Well, I don't
into-
want you dead if you die. I don't want you dead.
But you gonna get it.
Ain't
That
that,
boy,
ain't that
it
something though?
won't get paid.
Ain't that something? But also too,
I think my debt should die with me.
Boy, it is dead with me.
Yeah.
I ain't got enough to do with it.
this is my
It
thing.
should be
Also,
gone when I'm
one thing we
gone.
left out too though is religion aspect, because that plays a big part too for some people,
Yeah, for sure.
because they don't believe in that.
But it's
what they call shacking up
the woman's supposed to follow the man's religion or whatever, right?
by the Bible. What verse is that?
I don't even want to get into it. I'm not even gonna go too deep into that.
So I guess if she grew up a Christian all her life and she met a guy that's Islam, she gonna convert.
Oh, I guess.
Boy, that's tough.
Let me ask you. So you've taken a stance before on the show that you would never get married. Are you still feel that way?
Yeah, I do.
Never getting married. No,
Yeah,
under those
yeah,
circumstances.
yeah, I don't
But you
think
would
so.
have a companion for life. You cool with
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I'm cool
Okay.
with that.
What made you get married?
I'll be honest with you. It made sense.
Okay, the lies come with. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you don't know the
See
key,
what happened
yeah,
was.
so if you don't know the
What
key,
happened was-
when the joker say, "I'm gonna be honest with you," that's usually my lie.
Yeah, that's
but
a lie.
Now he done took it.
No,
so-
no. Well, honestly, the thing is though, we were together, and I'll be honest with you. Financially, I needed her. She needed me in the beginning.
So it was a big.
That's-
So it was a
100.
business decision.
In the beginning, but also at that point, you do fall in love at one. You've been around somebody enough, and we had enough going on.
Right.
Like I love you enough to stay with you and to put up with your stuff.
Jessica, go get you another bank account right now.
Boy, she got one, and I got mine.
Go
too.
get you another one
No, but
right
I'm
now.
honest-
But that's real stuff though.
But-
Like
Yeah.
people do it for financial reasons.
This
Like,
thing-
especially if you love the person
We-
or have feelings for the person.
We at
Yeah.
the time, we live in a small town. Listen, we need to get out here. We work in a different city. We need
Build
I need
together.
You, you need me.
We
Let's
can
build
build
this thing together.
Yeah,
We
right.
got the same financial mindset of what we want to go to in life. Okay, let's try this thing together. Let's work this thing out.
That's real right there.
I mean, that's how it started out. I
Yeah.
mean, we still. I love my wife. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
Well, now
at
you
the
do.
top- Huh?
Now you do.
I love this.
Boy, that sounds so sure in the beginning.
No, that
She had a
ain't.
little money. I needed that money.
No, we both needed that money. We needed it together.
I need to
So
get-
we made a point together to
That's real. That's real.
better ourselves. And along the line, we got better, and our plan worked out.
Yeah.
So it's
How long
more
y'all
power
been
to you.
married? Yeah,
10 years.
10 years. Oh, yeah.
And you on 16, I'm sure.
Yeah.
For people that
17,
watch.
16, 15,
Hey, be
whatever year
16
it is.
in a couple weeks, big dog. I'll be 16 in a couple weeks.
Okay, now how old were you when you got married?
I got married at 22.
Woo.
Yeah, very.
Boy, I was there. I was scared.
Yeah,
for
now I got married. I got married young, man. I was 22.
When did you get married?
I think 30 maybe.
Oh, okay.
Right at 30.
Yeah. See, I think 30 is the age.
I'll be honest with you. I still wasn't ready.
Like I said,
I don't think you're ready at that point.
I don't think I will ever get married, but I knew I would be at least 30 if I decided to.
But this is the thing though. Mindset, like age wise, looking at the difference. Yes, you think 30, but honestly, 30, I don't think you're ready.
But yeah, because 22, you still going through bullshit.
You still going through bullshit at 30.
Yeah, but you still going through the immature part.
You still
of
immature
your
at 30 at
life.
times.
Especially as a man at 22.
And a man at 30, you still going through some of the same stuff. You just kind of mellowing out. At
I'ma
that
be
point.
honest.
Yeah, well, see, that means you're at the point of getting ready.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Me ain't go through BS through the rest of the other.
Yeah, that's true.
Like me
But
ain't go
at-
through BS like throughout.
And it ain't just us either.
I
It's
could
females
not
too.
imagine my 22-year-old self
Yeah.
For sure
being married.
I get that.
You know,
I can't imagine.
I'll be honest though, I was just at a different stage in my life where, don't get me wrong, we still were young. My wife at the time was 23. She a year older than me.
Right.
She was 23. I was 22. She was a lot more stable. She was a lot more probably prepared for marriage life than I was, obviously.
Right.
But you know, you come across some people in your life, especially if you've been out in the world. You come across so many
Who
people.
been out in the world, big dog?
People. Like when you out in the world, like you walk out this door, you out in the world. Okay. So when you out in the world,
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to make
Oh
it
yeah.
clear.
Okay. Cool.
when you're out in the world though, you come across so many
Right.
different people, man. Like it's only certain people that make a certain impression on you. You know what I'm saying? That like change who you are or open your eyes to things differently. But not only that, you grasp. Like I said, you no matter where you go, you are who you are.
Yeah.
You
sure.
can try to change a little bit here, but
Yeah.
eventually you snap back to who you are.
For sure.
You can try to change. That's just the top layer.
Yeah, no
Eventually
doubt.
that fades off.
Right.
And at the end of the day, you realize like, man, this is what I want. Eventually. Now jumping.
So you saw your wife as being a nurturer and
No, yeah, 100% a nurturer, but not only because I was a father young too.
Okay.
So
Okay, yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So I had my first daughter when I was 20,
Okay.
and so so my thing is you see that in people early, and you know who they are. You know what I'm saying, and you don't see that in everybody. Like
the representative comes first.
yeah, like you.
I mean,
you-
that's everybody.
But
Yeah.
but then you got to have an attraction. Then you got to have love, and then you
Attraction
gotta
comes first.
like all that stuff
Forget
got to
all
be there
that.
too.
Attraction comes first.
How long do you think it takes a woman to show you who their real self? Like, what's the timeline?
When y'all move in together.
Let me tell
No,
you something.
I think after about 2 to 3 months.
Let me tell you something.
I think after you move in
Let me tell you
together,
something. In 20 to 25 days, consistently being around somebody, because the comfort zone, you get into that comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It
to me, it's living with them because living is a whole.
I
different situation.
don't think it
is
takes
too.
that long.
To me, it does.
but I
When
think
you live
20
with
to
somebody,
25
it's different.
days, you got a good grasp.
I think a couple of months.
A couple of months.
Because you're not living with them. You're probably only going out on the weekends. You might see, you work during the week. She work during the week.
Somebody spend at somebody's house.
If you
every-
paying attention,
Every now and then, maybe. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But that's a couple times a week.
Friday to Sunday, somebody spending night.
Yeah. And that's a couple days a week.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
3 to 4.
Yeah. So if after 2 months of that,
yeah.
I
If you're
felt-
paying attention, you know who you're dealing with.
a person will tell you what their intentions. You just gotta listen.
I mean,
For sure.
you know if they messy, if they
Yeah.
don't clean up after themselves, if they, hygiene, you understand what their habits are eating, you
Because
understand what their
everybody's
habits
clean
are going
ain't,
out.
ain't the same.
If
My
they-
clean is different from your clean.
Yeah, my clean better than your clean.
I ain't gonna say that shit. I'm not gonna say that.
But you get all that real. I mean, it don't take long to really get like, are we on the same wavelength with this?
Right.
And don't get me wrong, you ain't gonna ever be like 100% in sync. Like nobody is.
You
but
think so?
100%?
No.
not
It's
100
impossible.
Not 100%.
That's impossible.
So when do you
Like
marry
it's
for
stuff that I
love,
don't.
though?
It's stuff that my wife do now after 16 years that drive me nuts. But I know it's her, and I love. That ain't gonna change my love for her. It's just like,
So when did you marry for love? I thought you were married for love, right? You're supposed to love
people-
somebody you marry.
you just
right?
said you
don't-
married for-
So you get on one knee for a business?
some people do that.
Do you get on one knee for a business?
Yeah, they do.
Some people do it for different reasons, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, they do.
I mean,
So you get on one knee for a business. I don't love you, but I think financially we can do this.
Let me ask you a question.
Because I'm gonna tell you, bills are made for two people. They ain't made for one person no more.
You have a kid.
Yeah.
Do people get
It should
married
be.
because they got a kid?
Go get a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment in Greensboro. $1,000 a month, one person
For sure. In a decent neighborhood.
in a decent neighborhood. $1,000 a month.
For sure.
So it ain't made
I'll
for one
close to
person. It's made for two people anyway.
Depends on your financials.
Well, yeah, well, of course, but
Some people- some females
a
can do it, some men can do it.
normal guys making normal money.
What's normal money?
Like live 15, 16.
50K? 40K?
Hell no. 50
Nah, look. Nah, 50K you can make it.
You can, but I'm saying I don't think that's.
But the
minimal.
people that make that might work, minimum wage jobs and stuff.
like a Walmart.
Oh,
type
no
Yeah,
doubt.
You can't go out here and live by yourself without assistance.
Yeah, that's true.
Makes it
I agree
tough.
with
gonna make
that.
it tough.
I agree with that.
Especially I know $1,000 rent.
Nah.
I mean, no bill, nothing included.
No,
That makes it,
yeah.
makes it very tough.
That ain't including you because you got to have a cell phone at all times.
Water, lights.
and daycare and all.
Rent.
You'll never make
not
it.
rent, but
You'll never make
car
it. And that's what makes marriage tough because it's a business decision. You splitting everything.
some marriages are.
It's a
some
part-
not. It depends.
I don't say-
some
I mean-
people do rent and then you do the bill.
You can call it a partnership all you want to,
Right.
but at the end of the day, it's finances behind it, so
Of
it's a
course,
business.
No, I agree. I'm not discarding the fact that business is tied to it. I'm just simply saying though, but it's definitely a partnership in the sense of because when you come together, and I would assume this with most people, like you establish the financial side of it. You
before
establish
you even move out. You should. At least, right?
in business, you don't sign up and say like you sign a marriage certificate. We married.
Yeah,
but you don't.
That's a business.
But you don't sign. But you don't sign a business contract in the sense of saying you gonna pay this. I'm gonna pay this.
Y'all kind of work that out.
You
No.
work it out because if it don't
Work
get
it
paid,
out.
you're both out.
Yeah, but at
sure.
the end of the day, if the marriage don't work, that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I
I get
If
this,
it
you
gets to
get
that-
that, you
if it
get
gets to
this,
that
you
point.
get
that's
that.
true.
If it gets to that point.
I mean, if you have that, the assets
Right.
to actually divide up.
But as married men, was that ever a thought?
That what?
I was broke as hell when I got married.
If this don't work out,
I was a part time dude.
I was broke.
I
as
was
hell when
part time.
got
She was
married.
full time. But the thing I got full time hours at times.
right.
But it wasn't consistent.
And y'all been married how long?
10 years.
10 years. Okay.
Don't get me wrong. It changed quickly because I knew I got to do something different.
You got to be the man. That's all it was to it, right?
Something got to change.
Right.
Especially when I had my son a year after. Okay, now I just got first I had my daughter, my stepdaughter, but then after that, okay, I got my son. Okay, now this part time stuff ain't gonna kick it every time and being full time here and there. I need something full time consistently. So I had to step up to the plate, and make it work. And that I did.
Boy.
Yeah.
Do you
It's tough.
Do you consider yourself like single right now?
Do I consider myself single?
Like
I'm not married.
Like
yes.
if you never get married, you consider yourself single
Yes.
at all times.
I think
Even if you
everybody
got a
is.
companion.
Oh no.
That's what I'm asking.
No,
like if
no.
you got a companion, do you consider yourself single?
No.
Okay.
No.
I think
mean, you still put it on your job application because you're not married.
No. I'm just talking about your preference. I'm just like
No.
I mean, if you got a companion, do you consider yourself single?
No.
Okay.
I think everybody's single until you fill out them W-2s and say, I'm married or I'm single. When you fill out the W-2,
Well, look,
Personally,
I think you're right. I think you're right.
That's always been my thought process.
I mean, technically,
Because you can't say, listen, I'm in a relationship. Wait, that box ain't no check box.
no. I'm not asking him in a technical
Right.
term. I'm saying, like,
Mentally.
obviously, when you talk about paperwork, yes, you
Right.
file your taxes. You can't put you married, and I.
Oh, you start a job W-2s.
No, what I'm asking you directly is, I was asking you like, you never get married, but you will have a companion.
For sure.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, do you consider yourself single with a companion? That's what I'm asking.
To me, it sucks. Go ahead.
I'm not talking about the technical
I'll let you
term of
finish.
single marriage.
No, well, yeah, I don't.
I'm just asking.
I mean, it sucks though. You have to be married. Let's say if you don't believe in religion. So you mean tell me I got to be married for
It's the
this
laws of
person
the
I've been
land.
living with?
It's the laws of the land.
Yeah.
For this person I've been living with for
laws of the
20
land.
years. You mean to tell me they have no benefits to me?
Laws of the land.
I got to get married to them.
But you know what you got to do on the other end? You just got to make sure other paperwork is in line.
Well, like a prenup.
Such as what?
When you saying like, if I live with this person 20 years and we built a life together,
Right.
We should have paperwork saying,
My house is my name's on the deed. Your name's on the deed.
exactly. Or
Yeah.
this is how we're gonna divide up our asset. If something happened, this goes to this.
So
person.
writing the will,
Of
whatever,
course,
whatever.
that's
Okay.
super important.
Yeah, well, that's like almost having a prenup because you got a will, whatever. Like
Well, it
if
ain't
something
necessarily
happens,
a prenup because
well,
you
yeah, I
can't
know
take
that.
it. But what I mean is like if something happened to you, it's who. If something happens to you and you die, and you don't have
documentation,
a documented wife or spouse, they can't speak up and take and handle your estate unless you put that in will.
For sure.
You know, like if you don't have a will, automatically your wife gonna she's gonna have control versus your mom or your dad or whatever.
Right.
Like if you don't have that, then that goes to the next, like your parent or whatever.
Line,
So what I'm saying is you just gotta have that other paperwork together.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So that, like, if you're not gonna get married on paper and have that document,
This is my thing. I think if I was even to think about getting married, I would think about the financial.
So, do you fear marriage?
I do.
The thought of marriage is
yeah.
fear. What makes you fear marriage? Your number one thing, fear marriage. What makes Chad
Money.
money?
what is it about money though?
You feel like you finna take my money? What is it like? She gonna take my money?
See, people just think it's just your bank account stuff.
Okay.
It goes further than that. It's your 401k. So something that you done work for 30 years.
Or whatever.
She get half of it. Yeah, right.
Do you think she wasn't a part of that?
But you married her, you
30
love
years?
her, you want her to be.
Do you think she or he wasn't a part of that? You
Me going to work every day?
Not
You
just
wasn't there
saying-
not one day. Not one day.
What if she made more than you, and her 401k was bigger than yours?
And you got title to it.
Half.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Give me half your shit.
There you go, then. I mean, okay, then. So if you think like that, then this case closed.
Give me half of it.
Then,
Right now.
But let me
then
ask you
case
this.
closed then.
Now, if you make more than her,
She
then
say,
what?
"Oh, I got $1 million in mine. No, you got 500,000."
You better learn how to divide by 2.
Yeah, I got $1 million in my 401k. No, you don't. You got 500,000 right there.
Until Monday come around. And don't spend a dime.
How we gonna eat?
But yeah, the financial part.
That's
is
it.
what- yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I think so.
So other than that, you cool with marriage?
Women change.
Keep it 100.
I'm
Keep it
gonna
100.
women change when they get married. It ain't
Yeah,
the
you
same
ain't
when
lying
they
about
date,
that.
bro. Women change when they get
Ain't no
married.
disrespect to you, baby.
What changes? I hear this all the time.
They territorial
Boy.
at that point.
Boy.
They territorial.
Territorial.
Now, I'm being a little biased. Don't.
Wait, what you looking like that for?
Boy, we talk on camera. No, honestly though, it's something, and y'all can say women, y'all can say what y'all want to. When y'all get that last name,
It's like they made it. I
Boy.
made it. I made
it's
it.
different. It is so different. I know we got some comments.
Hold on, yeah, Lakia Gibson, okay.
Okay.
If you are in a serious relationship, I say get documentations in order. Never know when you will take your last breath.
I would ask her what is serious.
I agree.
What is serious?
Like if y'all lives are integrated, I would think that's what she's talking about.
Like you been together for 3 years? Is that serious? 5 years?
I would
is
say
that
if y'all
serious?
lives are integrated, a serious relationship and y'all living in separate households, I don't know if that makes a difference. But if y'all living in the same household, y'all got bills. You got maybe the name on both lease,
I'm about
house,
to say,
cars.
speaking of bills, how does that work? I just saying your personal household.
I don't pay nothing. No, I'm just
Boy, be honest.
All I'm saying is,
He being honest.
I ain't gonna get into all that. But when you're single and you,
I don't pay a month.
Y'all stop,
I
man.
don't pay a motherfucker.
I'm laughing because he being honest. The boy ain't even joking.
When you got a partner, man,
Hey,
does it make a difference?
What camera we on?
Hey.
The boy's not joking. Don't let this
All
laugh
right,
fool.
all right, you'll be the front porch tonight. You know?
Oh my god.
Hey, podcast over.
He said it, I didn't. Let's move on. The boy said it, I didn't.
Real stuff though. How you decide whose name gonna be in whose bill? Like, never mind. Scratch it. Like, let it go.
Move on to another question.
Oh, hey, she paying them there in your name.
My name ain't on that bill. Hey, what you do?
She said, hey, we just got evicted. No, you just got evicted.
Your credit good, huh? I ain't gotta worry about that.
Perfect.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you this.
Oh,
Before you got married,
yeah.
when you and your soon to be wife at the time went in together.
When
How
they
did-
went together.
When y'all moved in together.
I mean, I put my business out on the street, JaMar.
Either way, at what point? Cause y'all lived together before y'all got married, correct?
First of all, JaMar, don't put my business out on the street.
Either way, this is one question. How do y'all decide whose name gonna be on the light bill, whose name gonna be on this bill? How do y'all decide that?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I think it was just whatever was convenient.
Okay.
I don't think when we started
Okay, I
out.
agree with that.
I mean,
Like what do you mean? Like,
Because sometimes, depending on how good your credit is, somebody might have to put a
deposit down.
Yeah,
on your light
okay.
bill
so whatever was
or
convenient.
whatever.
To be honest,
but y'all got a mansion though. So who credit?
first of all, don't put my
We talking about BC.
He said before I was
Christ.
And please don't put my business on the street.
Like when you was apartment living, before you created your empire.
Oh my god,
That's not funny. Just stop putting my business on the street.
that is funny. That is funny, dude.
No, I think prior.
How you decide?
Like it was convenient because like when I was see this is part of like not being
Credit scores make a difference.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm about to get
sure.
to. This is
For
what
sure.
this is a part of not being educated and being financially literate and having someone in your corner to teach you about the power of a credit score.
Right.
So when I first went to college and I turned 18, we all got like all these credit card offers and
Of
all
course
this
you
stuff.
did. Right. Yeah.
So I wouldn't open up a credit card because I was afraid of them.
Okay.
Because I didn't want any debt. I didn't want to have to pay a bill. I'm tight as a whip anyway.
Boy, you said so.
Boy,
So
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't want to pay anything. So having no credit is the same thing as having
Bad credit.
They call it delinquent credit or whatever it is.
whatever they call it. I just
Yeah.
had nothing. So the first few years of my adulthood, I had zero credit. I didn't open up anything. I didn't owe anything. I just was like going along. If I didn't have cash to pay for it, or if it was like a 30 to 90 day plan, I didn't have it.
Right.
So it was something like that, and I stayed away from credit cards for a long time because I was afraid. I just wasn't educated.
Right.
But then it was like, crap, everything I get, I got to put out a big deposit. I got to do. So it was like, I'm going to have to open up like a credit card. I'm going to have to do like, you know, start working to build my. That's when it started.
Right.
You know,
Lakia, when we was talking about how do you determine what's serious, she says, when you determine what's serious, if you are with someone and think, in quotation marks, if I die tomorrow, I want him or her to get certain assets, then documentation.
Okay.
Then get documentations.
No doubt.
Okay.
I agree.
But you determine what's serious.
Okay.
That paperwork is important because if not, your family will come through. You know, if you got grown kids, I mean, you know, they'll get that stuff.
For sure.
No doubt.
And they might not divide it up equally. They might not divide it up fairly. They might take it and you know, some of the biggest tragedies happen. And I say this because I've experienced this in our communities a lot. The biggest tragedies happen when someone dies and their affairs is not in order.
Yeah.
It's always
The family rips each other apart.
Yeah, because I be wondering how these celebrities be having GoFundMe pages when they
I don't
die.
understand that either. Because recently, what's the guy, man? AJ, was it Johnson?
Yeah.
From Friday.
Ezel from Friday.
Ezel, they go call him Ezel on the show.
Well, I mean, you could mismanage funds and not have financial.
But let me tell you, you ain't got at least $10,000 your account.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to accommodate 100,000 people to come to the funeral,
You got
$10,000 ain't gonna
or you've been taking care of family your whole life.
yeah, you fall into that guilt trip and
So
all
it
that
makes
stuff.
it a little
but
different.
I get it, but get this one wrong. You've been in more things than Friday. You ain't got 10 G's set aside.
But again, bro, everybody ain't financially literate.
And who he didn't think he was gonna die
I get that.
that day.
To get it wrong.
If you spending and not
But
investing,
you mean
and not
to tell
saving,
me, as many movies and stuff you've been in,
you're not financially literate.
you didn't have to have.
Antoine
at
Walker
least-
went broke after 100 million.
That's tough.
It's tough, ain't it?
That is tough.
Ain't it? But see, I'm gonna tell you how it happened
God
quick.
almighty.
It ain't just purchasing stuff. What happens is when you don't pay your taxes,
Well, that
then
too.
them back taxes come, and then the interest hit, and all that hit at one time. If you get hit with a $75 million and you ain't got it, and then you can't pay it,
Right.
You got interest on top of interest.
Let me ask you this,
boy.
dude. Are you glad you got married at your age, at 22?
I don't want to say I'm glad I got married at my age, but I'm definitely glad.
Of the person.
Oh, 100%.
Well, of course. Well, you can't say that now.
No, man.
Anyway.
No, I would say that anyway because like Jessica did a huge bless her for loving
Thank
me.
God for Justin.
Right.
Bless her for loving me because I'm not an easy person to love, to deal with. I know that.
I'm not either.
I know that. But one thing that I've always credited her with is she always like saw the good in me or the potential in me.
Right.
And you need that cheerleader in your corner.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll be honest. Like I needed that.
Well, I ain't need all that extra shit. I just asked you a question anyway.
The age.
The boy just keep going on and on.
I've been married almost 16 years. Y'all kiss my ass.
Okay.
Dude, You waited to 30.
Yes.
Are you glad you waited to 30?
Yes, to get married. Yeah, definitely.
But did you wait to 30 or you just found your love of your life at 30? That's the difference.
I guess.
true.
See, you didn't have your love of your life at 22.
I did.
My fault.
Honestly, I thought I did.
Right.
At the time, but then
I wasn't even trying to be funny, but right.
yeah, I thought I did at the time, but stuff didn't work out. I was in my 20s.
Well, let me say this.
I was
I'm
in my
sorry.
20s.
You didn't have your wife Jessica in your life. At
I
22.
did not. Definitely
Because
not.
if she was in
Definitely not.
if she was in your life at 22, would you have waited to 30 to get married?
She might have married him at 22.
See, my question, that's probably the better question. If Jessica was in your life at 22, would you have waited to 30? Matter of fact, would she have waited 8 years for you to marry
Yeah,
her?
we gotta get on the show to find out. Wives episode when y'all come.
I've been waiting.
Yeah.
For sure, we gonna get this together. Honestly,
I've been waiting for that.
My wife,
I
I don't think she would have said. I don't think she would have stayed around for 8 years because she's such a
I'll be honest with you.
traditional
I don't
woman,
think-
Yeah.
Southern woman. I don't think
she would stay around because your 20s is woo.
I was hell in my 20s, dog.
Who wasn't?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you're a 20-year-old
I mean-
black man. You living life.
Halfway.
Yeah.
Either way. Either way, you living life in your 20s, whatever, male or female. It's your 20s.
Right.
Are you even ready for marriage?
I don't think so,
I don't know if you ever read
In
it.
these
I don't know if you
days'
ever
time.
read it.
Now, back in the day, they got married at 18, 16,
Yeah,
12.
12.
Yeah.
You get married off at 12. You know.
That is rough. I don't think marriage. No, because I don't know if I was in halfway.
I'm gonna tell you,
My mind wasn't in a
I was in college.
Marriage was the furthest.
No,
That just.
no.
I didn't even think about that.
No, I'm trying to get a car. I'll call it leak oil. No, I'm trying to, no.
I wouldn't like.
No. Marriage, no. Not in my 20s, not even close.
Man,
not even 25
no.
or 26.
Absolutely not.
I'll be honest. It wasn't something I was like.
Now, was it tough at 22?
Of course, it's tough now. I mean,
No.
growing pains?
No, I'm thinking, business wise, business minded, business.
nah, it ain't tough because I'm broke. I'm broke.
Well, that does make it tough.
No, it make it hard living. I mean, but like, you have all these inspirations. At least I did in a way. Like, my wife used to always say, "I want a house with a white picket fence."
Yeah.
Like, that's funny because she probably don't
Was
think
it
I
pressure on
remember
you?
that.
Yeah.
Was it pressure on you?
Nah, because I didn't ever feel the pressure because this is how I knew. Like, this is one thing that I respect. She didn't provide any pressure. She was happy with me and saw the potential in me and was supportive of me.
So she saw the best
It
in
didn't
you.
matter what I did. She was supportive. Now she interjects sometime, and obviously that's just a woman. She's gonna say her piece,
For sure.
whether I want it or not. But she was always supportive in anything that I did. You know what I'm saying? And knew that at something you gonna be like, I ain't worried about that. But don't get me wrong. But for a woman to sit there with you during your growing pains, it's special in the sense of every woman ain't doing that.
Boy, you said something like that?
Should
I
they
mean,
do
I'm
that?
just being. No, I'm
But
not
should
saying.
they?
I'm not saying they do. But that's why I said you got to know who you with. You got to know who you're dealing with.
For sure.
Because if you remember a few episodes we talked about it back then, I was like, women sometimes will leave a man and then see the finished product and want to come back.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then want to be like, well, you wasn't like that with me, where you never saw the potential. You see what I'm saying?
Very true.
You didn't see the potential in me 5 years ago, 7 years ago.
So are they obligated
So-
to stay around to deal
No
with your BS?
obligation. I don't think
Okay.
anybody's obligated. I'm just saying
Right.
it's special when you have somebody that.
But when the change comes, don't think you doubling back at that point.
Yeah. Oh no. If you left, because at the end of the day, you never.
Well,
you-
hell,
that's not believing.
I'll be
in
honest
me.
with you. Let's keep it 100.
But and it's not.
We wouldn't deal with 2 days of the stuff. Like if a female did something one day, we done.
Yeah.
She takes it, dude.
That's true.
But you have to understand something
We're
about
quicker
men.
to leave than versus females.
Men's mentality and women's mentality is totally different.
Right.
Women are
will be
nurturers.
out.
They're nurturers naturally.
nature. We
By
out.
nature. They're
We
naturally.
out.
They're natural nurturers.
We are out on the slightest. thing.
Us
We can have sex with a woman today and not think about you tomorrow.
men are so
We
different.
can.
Women can't do that.
A few can. Nowadays, a few.
The hoes. Oh,
Chat.
But what is a hoe?
Chat. Hold on. Let's not.
We finna go on
we
time.
ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Gee.
What is a hoe?
A Jezebel.
But men mentality and women
There's some cold-blooded
mentality
females out here too.
is different,
is.
bro.
It is.
And then when you talk about a woman, it's certain things that I believe if you're looking for a wife is one thing, but if you have a wife, but you don't have someone that's going to be at home and nurture your children, nurture you,
For sure.
like make a house a home,
That's big.
bro. Like, I'll be honest. Without that, I wouldn't need a woman. I mean, as far as like marriage.
Hold on. Say that one more time.
If you can't make a house a home, like I know people who dread going home. They can't stand it.
Why? Because they single? Or,
No, they married.
Oh, it's because of the woman. I got you.
Hold on. Who? Talk about our camera.
Jesse. Nah, but I'm just
Why
saying.
love going home?
But like somebody who love to go home because you have a
It's your
nurturing
safe
environment.
haven.
Yeah,
It's a safe place.
That's a different vibe versus somebody who just
If you ain't got a peace of mind at home, that's tough,
bro.
That's tough.
Your life upside down.
Why are you
probably.
going home? If you don't have a peace of mind at home,
Or leave. Or kick our ass out.
oh, she might kick you out if your name on
Boy,
nothing,
you
Chad.
said something.
So what? And then what? And then what you go? You go get your own shit.
What if you ain't got enough money?
You know, I hear people talk about
Homeless?
For sure.
I hear people talk about like the same thing with having kids. Like, and I get it. Like, I want to make sure I'm financially secure. I want to make sure that you know, I'd matured and stuff like that. But I'll be honest, some people may wait till then. You be 40 years old. Me personally, and I'm not saying go out here and just do it
Right.
when you're
Right.
But I'll be honest, you can always put in your mind, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
So when are you
I'm not ready. But when you have to do something, you manage around it.
I guess.
You do.
All right, we speaking of
You do.
age.
You stop buying Jordans and you start putting that money towards your kids' formula, their clothes,
Right.
What they need, their doctor
I ain't
bills.
say
Yeah, when
stop
you're forced,
buying.
I guess. I
But
see what you're saying.
You change your mentality.
Like
Like shoes,
stop, but you
clothes.
make a priority. Oh, you change the
course you do.
priority.
Yeah, but dealing with kids is a little different.
Yeah, but you change the
Marriage
priority.
ain't like that.
It should be. It could be. Depending on who you are, like depending on what the woman is looking for. What do you want? Like you.
So
me, go say me. Like when I wanted to clean up or establish credit, I deliberately put money towards this.
Yeah, but that's different. I wonder,
versus-
you're not gonna force me to get married because you're ready.
No, I'm not saying
I get what
that.
you're-
I'm saying if you want to get married too, but you keep saying you're not ready, and then when
When
will
are you ready?
When will you be ready?
Like say if she says in your best interest, do you get married even though you don't believe it? And she's
Hold on.
saying, listen,
Lakia said
what's
this.
up?
I knew my wife was the one because I enjoyed coming home to her.
Yeah.
And I was never like, okay, I'm ready for you to go.
Right. Yeah.
So she married out of love.
After
versus
a long
business
day, you come home to that.
Obviously. you
She
Yeah.
know.
married out of love.
You come home to
that's
that,
what's
and
up.
that's like your safe haven. I can let go of the world.
Right.
You know.
You can unpack for the day.
Yeah.
For sure. You can take off your
And I'm
bulletproof
chill.
vest.
Yeah. You ain't got to put on your mean face no more.
Nah,
Bro,
you
that-
good.
Or take off your smiling face that you had to have on all day.
Right.
That's true.
peace you cannot replace, and you cannot.
peace of mind
You
is
can't
a
buy
long
peace,
way.
bro. You can't buy peace.
A peace of mind
Tell me.
you can't buy. Nah,
Because I don't want to talk about
And
life.
unless you Dr. Dre.
What's that Drake got to do with it?
He got too big. That Bobby plenty damn piece.
Well, he got one
That's
now.
some problems too.
He about to have one.
Oh, he's about to get divorced.
We already talked about this.
The boy got
Jesus
divorced.
Christ.
Yeah, she getting that
Remember
money.
we talked about this on the previous show.
I don't remember this. I'm just.
Because I asked you, was she worth, what was it, $300,000 a month?
I don't know what it
Oh
was.
yeah. Jesus Christ.
Ain't no buns worth that.
Let me ask you this right here. Before your wife, and you said, you gave her a lot of credit. She did this for you, X, Y, and Z. Do you think you would be this far along in life without her? So you give all that credit.
I don't give her all the credit.
That's what I'm asking you.
No. But she.
Do you think you could establish where you are right now to this day without Justin? Do you think you have still had the mindset to be where you're at right now at this day?
Yeah, my mindset. Let me back up. My mindset, yes, but what I'm telling you is because I don't want to get into like my growth.
You ain't got to get
but
just
like my mindset, I've always been a self cheerleader. Like I've never been one. It's
You
great.
self-motivated.
I've always been self motivated.
Yeah.
It's great to have someone to cheer you on and
Right.
clap. But I'll be honest, bro. If nobody else, like I'm so driven on what I'm going to do. I don't care if you cheer for me or not. I truly don't. It
Yeah,
doesn't
okay.
bother me one. Like it's nice to have that, but it truly does nothing additional for me. It is a feel good.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But I don't need you to cheer for me. I don't need you to come see me do my thing. Doesn't matter to me.
where does that come from though?
It comes from my childhood and how I was brought up because I don't want to get into like the whole my relationship with my
Okay,
mom
okay,
and my
okay,
dad
okay.
and stuff. But I've been like that for a long time, and I learned to literally like if I'm gonna get it, it better be that I go get it and not worry about if somebody's cheering me on.
Fair enough.
I don't need that. But like with my wife, the difference is it's special in the sense of when I'm not doing well, you don't abandon me. You don't halt. And then I see how you respond to everybody else around me.
Right.
And then the protective, like you so protective. And I'm like, you protective of me and I ain't did nothing, got nothing to, but you protective because you like, but then you speak volumes and you speak life into me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then you nurture me and my oldest daughter, whatever. You nurture those around me. Like that's you can't buy that and you can't find that in everybody.
That's true.
And that's not has nothing to do with me loving you. I love you on the sense of just who we are together. But that stuff is intent. You can't buy that and you can't find that in anybody. You know what I'm saying? So
I guess.
Listen, I guess.
I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just being honest.
I would be so
it may
glad.
be different for you.
Yeah,
but for me,
at some point, Chad gonna fall in love. I'm gonna love it too. He gonna see a different Chad.
Well,
we gonna see a different Chad.
You said at someone he gonna fall in.
He gonna fall in love.
Well, he's
kind
of.
No. When you fall in love,
I heard him on the mic. I heard him on the mic today.
Where
Say, I love you.
Where me, dog?
I mean, he said I love you.
Ain't nothing.
Hey, first of all, pause. If I see a little boy,
He said I love you.
Pause. If I see a little boy run across it, one more time.
I told you.
I think the name that he used when he said I love you.
What's wrong with you in love, Chad?
No, man.
He said I love you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, big
I love
dog.
you.
Listen, we talking about age, though. What's too young to be married? Like, is there an age?
22. My wife trapped me, man. She trapped me. No,
Because back in the day,
I think you need to be elite. I think you need to be late 20s, early 30s.
Is it male versus female or just male?
Maturity for men.
So what is a female ready in your eyes, age-wise?
A female can be ready at 21, 22, 23. She know what she wants.
You think so?
I mean, the men are the indecisive people.
I would say on average, you're right. You're probably right.
Yeah.
But I think everybody's different.
Well, of course. But for the masses,
Yeah.
we speaking kind of general.
I would just say if you gonna marry someone and you young, it has a lot to do with where you at in life.
So when do you know when you're married?
I
I think that's the most important part.
I think it's where you at in life. And the age is important, but I think it has everything to do where you at in life.
Like if you're ready to buy a house at 25,
Well, some people
settle down at 25.
What are you doing?
If you got that mindset.
Think about if you 22 or 23 and you don't really have an established job, career, or you just you partying every other night or every Friday, Saturday.
You ain't ready for marriage.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah. You ain't ready.
And don't get me wrong, every marriage.
And see, that was me at 22,
true.
bro.
Chad, it's you now.
Almost.
But honestly, though, you're not ready in your early 20s. I wouldn't think so, because you're trying to figure out life. You're trying to figure out what's going on. Trying to figure out what you want to be or do in life.
Most people, but then you got those people who are established at 22, 23.
They are.
I mean,
I've seen.
Don't get me wrong. It's probably more minimum.
I think sometimes the people are missing something in life. You can tell me you're ready financially, but then what else are you missing?
The other person.
Yeah, based off what though? What else? I mean, I don't know. It could be different.
You could be all about your business in your 20s, but are you still living? Like, are you still having fun outside of work?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Some people still be work driven and be work,
Let me
go
tell you
home,
something.
think about work. You ain't living life. You ain't living life.
I know people who have been this way since teenage years. They work, they go to church on Sunday.
Lamont Blackstock said, "I ain't ready at 23."
My nephew.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
I mean, I get
And
it.
I feel you.
Hey,
and you shouldn't be.
You know what?
Honestly,
I would ask your
don't think
nephew.
so.
Why not?
Yeah,
'Cause he ain't ready.
Lamont. Why ain't you ready?
You know why?
at
Because the boy
23?
like playing 2K.
Oh, hey, he got how many kids?
I ain't gonna put the business out there, but
Oh, okay.
I let him talk about
Oh, okay.
it. But why not?
And ain't even that though. You're 23. You might think you know who you want to be with.
Dang, nephew, you 23.
Make you
So you
feel
about
old,
what?
huh?
How many years you got on him?
Because my nephew just
13.
turned 22, bro. God,
15.
You know what? We officially the adults, and our parents are the old folks.
Hey, let me tell you the funny part. So my nephew has his birthday party, right? So I meet him in Reesville, right? And his friends come up, and I knew I was old when I had to ask him. So who's your parents?
You might know them.
Because I know the parents.
Don't that feel weird to y'all?
Oh my God.
Like to tell somebody.
Because I used to hear my parents say, "Well, who's your mom and daddy?"
and
now here I am.
Because you know what happened? I probably went to school with them.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Cause I have people my age, and I'm 40. They have grandkids. And they had grandkids before I was 40.
Yeah, I know if you
In their late 30s.
oh, that's crucial.
Grandkids?
You a grandma at 37?
Yeah. And like really, like all jokes aside, like Jesus.
You know
Christ.
that sounds bad, but when I think about it, and I'm thankful that my oldest daughter don't. But I mean, she's at the age where she could bear children.
Well, yeah.
And I could be a grandfather at 38.
Because she's 18, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I could be a father. You know what I'm saying? But thankful she's not. I'm just simply saying. But if you think, when you say 37, I'm like,
That's you. That's right there at you.
yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm at that age.
That
I'm
is
like,
tough.
That's
God.
tough.
I don't think
That
He
would
could be a granddaddy right now.
right, boy.
Well, anytime the female
He gonna grow up with Clarence.
Boy.
He'll grow up with him.
Well, that,
You got a 10-year-old,
well, that
they
ain't
think-
nobody to do that, so let's move on.
Like you want to talk about that sensitive shit.
Yeah, very sensitive.
Fall back.
Put your helmet on.
I need a helmet.
Put your mouthpiece on.
mouthpiece
Put your
in.
mouthpiece in and your helmet on. Coming out swinging.
Oh,
So
man.
you tell me, let me ask y'all this. Let's say you 50 years old. You done went through your phases, doing different stuff. At that point, do you get married at 50?
I mean, if you feel like it's
If
gonna do
you
something.
feel like
I mean, at
I
that
don't
point,
think age has anything to do with it.
Let's keep it 100.
I do to a certain extent.
Let's keep it 100. Because at that point, you're thinking, let's be real. I probably got about 20, 30 more years and I'm gone.
Yeah. But when marriage got
Yeah. So it's time to get close to somebody now. Before I
sure.
kick the bucket.
I mean, I would think
So
you want to
now you
get
get with
married.
somebody?
Why not?
So
Bro,
you
I'm-
already
Look. This is the end
I don't know
goal.
nobody who
Okay.
want to die alone.
Yeah,
bro.
that's the
Nobody
end goal.
wanna die alone.
The end goal is don't die alone.
And then as you get
That's
older,
That's the end goal, bro.
So as long as I got somebody right here, I'm cool.
You
see, bro,
cool.
let me tell you something. As you
Okay.
get older,
Why do you have to be married to have that person?
You don't have
I
to
don't
be. I'm
think you
just
do.
saying. But when you fall in love with someone and you love who you with and they have children, you fall in love with their family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You
Hold on, you
got.
fall in love with that family?
Yeah, some people do.
Yeah. I think you have to.
You had to fall in love with
Let me
that
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
I kinda.
You fell in love with your stepdaughter, right?
Oh, for sure.
That you fall in love with their family.
Yeah.
Well, see, when you say family, I'm thinking in-laws.
No, I'm not just
When
saying
you say
that.
family, I'm thinking everybody.
Well, now, it might not be you might not love every one of the in-laws,
Yeah,
but you might.
but you
your
fall in love with-
mother-in-law.
but you fall in love with other people in
or,
the family.
or your
Father-in-law.
father-in-law.
Okay.
you,
I get
you
you,
know
I
what I
get
mean?
you.
Like
Yeah.
it ain't gotta be everybody. Like you can hate Jed.
First of all, I don't hate you, Jed. I don't hate none of my in-laws.
I'm just
I get what you're saying.
Oh, Justin,
But
you
yeah.
can hate him.
None of them.
But not only
But I
that,
need to play your man, too, by the way.
but not only that, if something happened, you might say, "I want to make sure my mother-in-law taken care of. Let me make sure this document is in place.
Right.
I want to make sure my stepdaughter is taken care of. Like
But I'm
my
with you.
assets now go to her. So I think the age ain't really got nothing to do with it. If you fall in love with somebody, you might be like, "Hey, we need to get married." Just so our
I
documentation.
think age only matters to the male for me. The female, I'm kind of like they mature so much quicker than us.
Let me tell you something. When you get older, and that's just me dealing with my mom and like other older folks that I would say blessed folks. You know,
Yeah.
like it ain't like companionship is probably the most thing that you value. One of the biggest things you value is having somebody that you can talk to every day. You
Yeah,
can
but I don't think you got to be married.
No, you don't.
No, we're not saying
No,
that.
I agree.
Oh,
I know,
not
I
saying
agree.
that.
You don't. But some people become so close to someone, and they may say, "Let's get married so we can make sure."
Hope, what are you saying exactly about? I'm
What
lost.
she say?
She just said exactly. I'm trying to get
Okay,
get
she'll
some
probably make
clarification.
clarification. Yeah, right.
That stuff is important to some people. Where I just want to make sure that we got. And some people ain't got a pot to piss in the window, throw it out of. But if I die before you, I want at least you to have the extra income.
Yeah, or that pot that you can't throw out the window.
Right.
With all that piss in it. With all that piss
With all
in
the
it.
piss in it.
But what I'm telling you is that's a financial transaction. Whereas, no, I don't need to marry you to show my love for you. But I need to marry you because if I go ahead and die, then you can get a widow's check.
Okay.
Okay.
That way I know you financially
it
got.
brings back
All
the
right,
financial.
cool. I mean, cool.
So
Like,
it brings back
It-
financial.
it's a business, bro. At
It's
the
a-
end
That's
of
a
the
business
day,
transaction.
it is a business.
Yeah.
Jesus.
From the time you get married to
Do
the
you marry
time you
for-
die,
So who marries for love? Do you love this person? Or do you
I think love is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
For the most part.
Love is there
If it's not
initially.
if it's not
right.
arranged. Some people marry to make sure family stay in power. Family stay strong.
Royal bloodlines and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Bloodlines stay connected. I mean, that happens, but I think, and traditionally, most people marry initially for love or what they think is love, for sure. And then it
I would
turns.
think.
You gotta break it down like.
Or is it lust?
Well, I mean, if you do that, then that's on you. You gonna be shot probably in 2-3 years.
Yeah.
For sure. You can get tired of that.
It's like PJ Washington.
Who?
PJ Washington, boys. Well, he ain't get married though. He ain't married.
Okay.
Yeah, she did.
He had a baby by didn't he?
Yeah, they got married.
I didn't know they got married.
She filed for divorce 2 weeks after the baby was born.
That's tough.
I thought she filed
Secretly.
Okay, so she didn't get married.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Secretly.
That's tough.
And now he got paid $250,000 a month.
So she got him. She got him.
But again,
Got him.
But again,
Hold
I mean,
on,
he's in a different world too.
Hold on.
The boy been bamboozled.
$250,000 a month? What the hell do you got going on that costs $250,000 a month?
Well, she had a baby by him, so she got him for 18
But
years.
this I don't understand. I get it if somebody has money, but why is it?
That's a different world.
Why is it that they go like they drag them? I feel like they give like.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Sarah Gresham.
Okay.
Capitalism at its finest. Without money, then describe the relationship.
Yeah.
Are you still with him?
No, you ain't. Most of the time.
Well, see,
I'm still with you, Justin.
See, I go back to my relationship. We were broke.
Right. I mean,
We
were
didn't
broke.
come up.
but
let me say this right here.
money will complicate it.
Well,
all right, I tell you what.
Let me say this. I was broke.
I tell you what.
I ain't gonna say we were broke. I was
You
broke.
let the average. I'm not saying you.
Yeah.
Right. But y'all broke.
Okay.
You hit the lottery.
Okay.
Shit just changed.
Got real. Of course.
Not. I'll be
That's
honest
a
with you, bro.
drastic change,
I disagree, and I'm just talking about me and my wife.
Yeah, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the average couple.
Maybe.
Stuff changes.
Yeah.
For sure.
It gets complicated with that money.
But you want to know the difference is?
So say if they hit for $50 million,
Anything.
they ain't gonna be married within a year.
Yeah, see,
So you think they'll split
I
it and go back
disagree.
their ways?
I disagree.
Yeah, because you know why? You know why?
Okay, go ahead.
Because now little ugly Billy can have the supermodel that he wanted. That he wanted his whole life.
So you saying you ain't
now ugly Jane can have
I
the
disagree.
bodybuilder
I'ma tell you why I
guy that
disagree.
she's always wanted.
I'm gonna tell you what, that may be true in some cases, but I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. It goes back to the fact that you got to know who you should know who you're with. Because if money let me say, if
money will change a person,
let me tell
bro.
you, if money's gonna
Did it change or just bring out who they are?
One or the other.
it amplifies who you are. That's it.
Yeah, because
I think it can change it.
It just like, do you feel different? Let's say you get your tax return. You up, say just $2,500. Do you feel different?
With $2,500?
Yeah, this extra.
A tax? That's it?
I'm
Man,
whatever you
no.
get. Whatever you get, you consider.
I think what
Do you
JaMar
feel
is
different?
trying to say is when you get an extra lump sum in your pocket,
Outside of your
no matter
working
what it
money,
is,
right. Do you feel different?
It's like saying if you telling me Lil James, if he get money, now I can go have this supermodel I want. That's already embedded in you.
Right.
You just wait for the opportunity to jump on it. Like, so you ain't gonna be married long anyway.
It might have took me $1,500.
Well, now what I'm saying with
You ain't gonna be married long anyway.
With $50 million, you can be able to do stuff that you never dreamed about doing.
That's cool.
So before you got that money, you didn't know you were gonna have $50 million tomorrow.
But I want to do it with the person that I'm with.
Right. Because if I got the mindset of me and Jessica right now, we here for $250 million. We are rich.
I see you in Cancun next week, JaMar.
What I'm saying is, for us, we already discussed this. Our mindset is the same. We're going to stay rich together. We're not going to say, all right, well, this business plan worked out. We cashed out.
Look.
No. I love you enough outside of the money to...
Like, the money just made our life much easier.
Right. We finna bless some folk. Like we finna do something.
It made our life easier.
Right.
Maybe we
ain't gotta go work no more.
Yeah, but y'all talking about yourself.
Well, I can't talk about other, like, again, if you're talking about somebody that's gonna leave because of the money, I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. They already looking for a way to leave anyway.
From the get-go.
So the money ain't gonna even make a
difference. It might
difference.
even take the money. It might take somebody else they might get with.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, they got what
they got one for us.
LeBron James came to town. He liked her. He took away from me. That's all it took was LeBron James.
It could have been one.
Hey, look.
I think LeBron James take both Jessicas.
Hey, you know what? LeBron James can take me too.
Got that right.
It'd be Jessica James. Jessica James Jr.
Hey, look, boy, tell my son that name too. You're James now. I said, you're James now.
Hey, you know, I tell Peyton to go. Hey, go ahead, James. You knew that.
Oh my God!
Hey, when he hit your bank account, make sure you don't forget about the people you left behind.
Right? I'm the real dad.
Bro, most people already, like, if you already on that rocky stage and you looking for a way out, it ain't money that's gonna always do it. You just looking for a way. Any little thing's gonna give you that.
For sure.
You just waiting for the opportunity.
It could be a person that's smooth
But
talking.
boy, money make it so much quicker.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure.
The money talks.
It'll be tomorrow.
Well,
Money talks.
Let me say this right
Money
here.
Yeah, for
talks.
sure.
If both of you are struggling and y'all are not getting along and the marriage is not working,
It's rocky.
a lot of times you probably hadn't left because it's not financial beneficial for you to leave.
Because you can't leave.
So obviously, if you get that financial boost, you're gone.
Yeah, right.
No doubt.
Right.
That's obvious.
But you already know you looking for the out. You just need that break to come.
But if you're already established,
some
y'all
people might be
happy,
like, when I get that income check, I'm down. When I get that new stimulus check, I'm
but if
down.
you're already happy and y'all happy where y'all at and y'all get it together,
Yeah,
okay,
that's totally
boom,
different. I got a different
good.
perspective
Okay,
on that.
together we can build, we can do this, we can do X, Y, and Z together versus, well, shoot, this is a good business deal. Let's split it up. Bye. I'm
Boy,
gone.
$250 million come in your house. He'll wake Jessica up. Remember that shit you said last September?
Two words. I'm gone.
Oh
That champion scoring, boy.
Boy,
Champion
you sure am.
scoring, bro.
I be honest with you, boy. That would be a blessing. I ain't gonna lie.
Jessica come in the bedroom, wake you up. Hey, get up. What's going on, baby? Remember that shit you said in February last year? Yeah, I think it's over. I think it's over at this
I be honest
point.
with you. No, ain't. We gonna get that together. We can get all that meals together.
Oh my
You
God.
know what? She might get more than half. We been together long enough. Shoot, I might end up with.
No, all she can get is half.
No, not. Well, 401k. She already told me.
Yeah,
she ain't
half of that.
She ain't going nowhere. She already told me that. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere.
What are you doing over there?
My fault.
Boy, trying to watch the show. She ain't going nowhere.
This is what Hope said.
Okay.
You should never be with someone because of money. You can do anything alone.
I don't think you can.
I don't think you can either.
I'm being 100 with you.
I agree, though. You shouldn't be with anyone because of money. It
get
ain't gonna
that
last
part.
if that's the case.
Trust, because it's shallow. But I mean, you can't do everything alone. I don't think everybody gonna have help at some point in
I
life.
agree.
Yeah,
I don't care whether it's right or wrong help. You gonna have help at some point in life.
I agree.
That's just like, I mean, you take that like marriage. Some people, like, when they got children and stuff like that, even housewives, women who don't work. Some people look at that as being devalued. But I'm gonna tell you what, for the man to go out and be able to provide that income and you have children at home, someone has to nurture the home while you're gone. Like,
And it's a job.
That's a huge job.
That's a job.
Excuse me, because if they
That's a
didn't do
job.
it, you either gotta pay someone
Or somebody got to add on to that dude.
or you got to split time there. In turn, you're probably losing money somewhere.
Because home is another job. Y'all can say what y'all want to. Home,
So
a proper
I
home
agree.
taken care of is a whole nother job. From the laundry to
and
the
in that sense,
whatever.
it's a partnership.
Right, for sure.
We gonna do what's better for this partnership.
Right.
Like, what works for me ain't gonna work for you. What
Right.
works for you ain't gonna work for him. You know.
You're right.
Like
Right.
Chad said, he don't pay no bills. That's what Chad said. I didn't say it. Chad said it. But
I ain't getting to that.
you make them in the house like, I ain't paying no bills.
Let me tell you something. I don't pay no bill. Clarence, you got a couch.
Yeah, boy, you took the words out of my mouth. I got a
You
couch.
got a couch.
I got a couch for $250 a week.
Hey,
Boy,
I got a
ain't
couch
cheaper than I'm
too.
paying now.
Hey, look, I
cheaper
got a
than I'm
couch
paying now.
$250 a week.
I got a couch too, just ain't mine.
Boy, being honest.
she said, man, get the fuck out of here. Yes, you can. If you want something, you will find a way.
Who said that?
Hope.
She said,
The one that said you can't do nothing alone. Or you can do anything alone.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. I get it.
Yeah, you can,
But everybody gonna need some help.
I'll
I
be
don't care
honest.
who you are.
it's
in
tough
life.
going through life trying to do everything by yourself.
That's tough.
I
Like, I'll be
wouldn't
honest
want
with you.
that.
To people that's single parents, I feel for y'all.
Yeah, it's tough.
If you work,
I feel
you gotta
for
take
y'all.
care of parent. You gotta take care of your kid. You gotta
I could not
do
imagine
school.
being a single parent, though.
Hey man, it's a
I
lot.
could not imagine.
It's a lot to go into, like, establishing a
Male or
household.
female, I envy y'all. Because that is tough.
It's a lot.
Being everything. Like, that is tough. I can imagine
Like-
not having Jessica in my life helping. Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
not having to help.
My wife already knows.
That's tough.
If she don't look at that schoolwork, but we don't know if they doing it or they ain't doing it. Because I ain't looking at it.
Look, you supposed to sign this, you supposed to do this. I was. I don't know that.
Yeah.
All I do is I do. I be all with you. I just have with spelling words. That's it.
Women are definitely more detailed than me.
But
At times.
bro,
more responsible than me.
At times.
you better tell me. Let me know.
Look, I just have with spelling
So got
words.
Pay got homework tonight. Oh, okay, let me go and jump on there. Where is it? At?
Hey, look, I have with spelling words. That's it. On the way to school. Spell.
Spell elephant.
Right. Spell with the ing. Which one? Yeah,
Hip Hop
like-
Anonymous.
Right. Spell hop. Hopping. Hop.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
That's
JaMar.
it? What's up?
Do you think marriage is natural?
Is
In
it,
what
is it
sense?
natural?
What do you mean in what sense? What sense? Like natural as far as like I know this just because I've been around you long enough.
Like, do you feel like marriage is something that we should
Do?
Yeah, like we should be with one woman your entire life.
Yes.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, I think we should be one woman.
You don't?
Not me.
Be one woman.
If I'm financially able to take care of multiple women, I should be able to have multiple damn women.
All right.
I was the financial part. What about emotional part?
I should be able to have as many women.
But but like I'm being real. Like financial, of course, you say if you're a million, being whatever. But like physically, mentally, are you prepared to deal with multiple women on a consistent basis?
Nope.
Consistent, meaning every day.
But damn it,
every
I give it
other
my
day.
best shot. I'll give it my best shot.
So you saying monogamy versus being polygamous?
No, I'm not even talking about polygamy or monogamy. I'm just asking like marriage in general. Do you feel like as we go through life, do you feel like that men and women should get married and be with one?
Hold on. This is what Sarah said.
Okay.
These values that you are describing are rooted in capitalism. Capitalism is rooted in racism.
Okay.
If basic needs are met, why stay with any one woman?
I
agree.
Okay,
I'll be honest with you. I can imagine,
100%.
honestly.
I definitely understand that. I
I don't care
understand
about the
that.
financial part. I cannot imagine having to, on a daily basis or every other day, deal with more than one woman. I can't. If you're truly being into it versus, I ain't talking about having sex with them and all this stuff. Like dealing with the emotional part, talking,
Well, I'm gonna say
feelings,
this.
like that's a lot.
In the society in which we live now,
You couldn't.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
To me, that's a load.
Like in the society in which we live now,
But if it was built different from the beginning,
well, in different cultures, it is different.
Yeah.
It
in
is.
different societies,
that's
it is
because that's
different.
what their tradition.
Right. So, but in the society in which we operate, yes, very difficult. Gonna be very difficult.
I cannot imagine.
It's just like men and women or tribes who start their tribe and they join a tribe at 12 years old or 13 years old.
Right.
You know, I've said this before, like a 13-year-old marrying a 13-year-old is not set up for success in this society.
Right.
Because of all the laws that's
Yeah,
set
because
against
you can't live off land anymore. Like
yeah,
you
right.
could.
You can't. It's gonna make it very hard for you to provide.
Right.
It's gonna make it very hard for you to get an education.
Right.
Because of the time frame, because of the stipulation of child work labor laws.
Right.
Like in this society, like so
It's impossible now.
So you're forced in this society to live a certain way and to abide by certain rules for you to be successful.
Right.
You just can't get around it. That's just the society in which we live. But do I 100% agree with it? No. But am I forced to live around it?
Well, of course you are.
Of course I am.
Yeah.
You know, because like I said, it makes it very difficult to survive and be successful and or try to create wealth if you don't. So you got to play ball most of the time. Now, some people may be able to,
And they continue to change the rules on you.
and you got to continue to follow.
Yeah.
So
rule change.
So that's the biggest part. So to be honest with you, as humans, I think we conflicted between what we may believe, what we may follow, and ultimately what we actually do. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
So when you talk about like, you know, where there's, you know, marriage or polygamy or monogamy or being with one,
That's a
or
whole nother,
you
that's
talk
a whole
about
nother topic. That's a whole nother topic.
you
This
know,
is a good one though.
like, I mean, I always say, like, people don't want to talk about it. People don't want to have those conversations. But I'll be honest. If this is just a religious or spiritual, I won't say religious, but a spiritual aspect of it. If God turns the clock on of a woman at 12, is the reason for us to say, well, you got to wait. We tell you got to wait 20 more years after that before you bear a child. Why? Because in our society, it makes it very hard for a 12-year-old with a child to be
Successful,
to grow.
Right.
Of course. But in certain societies, that's a blessing. In certain cultures, that's God shining on you. Or that's, and again, depending on what you believe.
God just started your clock.
But which none of us can control.
Right.
But I just can't believe in that case.
But we tell you to wait 35 years old before you bear children when 40 is like you shouldn't because
you're too old at that.
I get it.
It threatens your health.
Yeah,
It did,
right.
but I get it though. But think about it. You got a 12-year-old having sex.
Yeah, but that's our see again. I think our society has made that in the sense of, and I'm not saying a 30-year-old man should be having sex with a 12-year-old. Don't get me
Right.
wrong.
I'm about to say.
But I'm just simply saying there's certain societies
Right.
when a man may not get circumcised until he's 13.
Boy.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Yeah, bless you.
Jesus.
But
Hey, look, put me out my misery.
but you may
Christ.
see you may see
But
them-
you gonna cut what?
Yeah, I know, right?
the foreskin. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
No,
nah.
But that's just not our society in which we see, in which we operate. We have health laws. We have,
Everything.
So that's not. But when you think about it, if you really think about it, we've just been preconditioned to operate a certain way. This is what's appropriate. This is what's acceptable. This is what's not.
Do you think it was preconditioned for a good purpose or a bad purpose?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just
And your personal opinion.
It's hard to say if it's good or bad.
Are you glad that it's changed?
Because if we lived in a different culture, we would say it was good.
Of course.
And then
It'd be acceptable.
but now, if we say that now, oh, he's a rapist.
Of course.
Of course. You are killing.
Right,
Well,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to say rape is like if you older, probably, but I'm gonna say it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
If a 12-year-old and a 12-year-old will say it's inappropriate. Now, don't get me wrong, because of the side of it, I don't want to see my kids involved in it because you're not old enough. You're not adult. You're not. You can't. I agree.
But I guess then again, what is old enough?
Well, you know what I mean. Like,
I get it, but what I'm
Well,
saying
for
is,
us, old enough is 18.
for sure,
16.
Just because they told
17.
because we were told that,
and
right?
Again,
I can only go back what I know.
And that's all
I don't
we
know how I would feel if I was.
there's countries you can go and drink alcohol at 18. There's other countries you can go at 21.
Right.
I mean, again,
What's the difference?
Who are the person?
These
that
are the
decided
laws of the
this is
land.
gonna be?
Yeah.
Society.
No doubt.
So we can talk about that all day long as far as who we, it goes back to what you believe. That's part of it.
Okay.
But a lot of it has to do with how society has mandated some of this stuff.
No doubt. Sure.
And if you really, like I said, if we're really being honest with ourselves, I think if you're being honest with them, you really think about it and you really get down to the root of it. Sometimes, in my opinion, God's law don't line up with state law or government law. Just my opinion. I think that we try to merge the two.
Try to find a happy medium.
So we can make ourselves.
But it's never going to work
It's
like
impossible.
that.
It's
It's never
impossible.
going to do it.
It's
It's never going to work
impossible.
that way.
And then we made God didn't intend it. Why is it this way? Well, it's this way because human beings got together and they decided this is what we're gonna do.
For sure.
And that's why. And we've been doing it for over 30, 40
The best lies won.
years. Yeah. Or the deepest pockets did.
Yeah.
Or the deepest pockets
Both.
did.
Yeah.
Both.
The best
Combination of
lies.
So,
Combination of both.
We're going to leave it right there?
if you say we're gonna leave right there, that's what
I guess you tired. You ready to go? Ready
Boy,
to
I'm
go.
so tired. No, I'm just
I think we said enough.
Oh, you about to
I
go
think
meet
we
you gotta meet Boo Boo.
Who is Boo Boo? Oh, she got a picnic basket.
Hey, boo boo.
And at the end of the day, we want to leave y'all with this. They get married, have a bunch of kids,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I say don't.
live life.
I'm telling you right there. You don't.
I say don't ever get
You don't
married.
have to get married, but I'm telling you right there.
She gonna take half
Don't
your
have
shit.
kids off the top. Enjoy being a partner or being married. Whatever you decide, enjoy your partnership or marriage before you decide to have kids. That's my.
I
advice.
agree 100%.
Don't get married because of kids. I'm not encouraging
And
that.
don't
Very
stay,
important.
And don't stay married because of kids.
Yeah.
Very important.
And don't stay
Very
married
Don't
important.
get married because of kids. Don't stay married because of kids. You have to find
Happiness.
You gotta find happiness and peace within your own.
In your business contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Just don't sign the contract. And you can avoid all this shit.
Chad talk a good game, but y'all have no idea.
No,
Am I married?
No,
not yet.
not that I know of. But I'll be honest with you. You are heavily companioned.
For sure.
You ain't
For
married,
sure.
but you heavily companioned.
At the moment.
Okay.
Oh, we gonna leave that alone, man.
All right, look.
Shout out to Gene.
Yeah, shout out to Just My Prestige Barbershop, 4000 Spring
Appreciate
Garden
y'all
Street,
so
Suite D,
so much.
Greensboro, North Carolina. You see them on your screen right there. If y'all ever in town, Greensboro,
What up, Q?
come check them out for sure.
Man, if you ever in town, come check us out. Shoot.
Yeah.
We live Saturday night at 8 o'clock.
Y'all can email us at boyyousaidSomething@gmail.
Come on the show and holler at us.
If you got something to talk about,
Hey,
email
man,
us.
we love
Or
that.
you can send us a message on IG, which is on the bottom of your screen right now, at Boy You
Check it
Said
out.
Something.
Check it out.
Or you can send us a message on our Facebook, which is also on your screen right now. And make sure you go hit that subscribe and
For sure.
bell icon for our YouTube, which is on the bottom of your screen right now. Fellas, did I say something?
Boy, you said something.
Yo, we out.
Let's go.
Boy, you said something. 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 Hey, boy, you said something. Boy, you said something. Hey, boy, you said something. Boy, hey, you so crazy.